Welcome back to our Oakleys. Back in the day, Oakley's first premium watch, super premium watch, was the Time Bomb. It was their first automatic movement designed completely in-house, including the internal, what they refer to as the O engine, the internal components. Today, we're going to unofficially unbox the Canon Red version. We're going to take a close look at it. But before we do that, you know what to do. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Hit that like button, give us a thumbs up, and of course, do not forget to hit that bell icon so that you never miss a future episode of Rare Oakleys, because why would you want to do that? Speaking of episodes, be sure to check out our other videos. Guys, we have a ton of fantastic and exclusive content just like this. Exclusive content that you're not going to see anywhere else. So definitely check out our other videos. And for those of you who have not yet read the second best book ever written, definitely check this out. This is a motivational, inspirational, packed with tips and tricks powerhouse of a book. Listen, I lived in a homeless shelter in high school and still managed to retire at the age of 46. So I will help you to retire early. Tip number one, and this is free of charge. You don't even have to read my book. Don't buy 1,000+ pairs of Oakleys because it's a lot of money. But definitely check out my book. Do that. 2 links are going to be below in the description so you can check it out. You're welcome. And also make sure you guys check out Texit Coin, especially if you're into cryptocurrency. If you're not into cryptocurrency, my question for you is, why aren't you into cryptocurrency? Everything's going digital, especially money. So, as a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving financial advice, but I am saying you should do your own research and you should definitely check out Texit Coin. They will send you, at least now, at the time that this video is being shot, they will send you a cold storage coin if you decide to purchase a miner or 2 or up to 9. They will mine for you 24/7, 365. You get paid every 24 hours, and you can withdraw some or all of the money at any time, which is really cool. Or you can hold, like my wife and I are. My wife and I have put money into Texit Coin, and it's actually doing very well at the time that this video is being shot. So I'm very glad we had the chance to do that. So wanted to share the love with other people. Do your research on Bobby Gray, the founder. He is a very awesome dude, very, very well versed in cryptocurrency. He actually designed and minted the original Bitcoin, like the physical Bitcoin, like this. So do your research on Bobby Gray. Check this out. 2 links are going to be below in the description. One is Texit Coin's official website. Second link is our referral link. So if you do decide to participate, we will get a little bit of credit. So we appreciate that. So definitely check it out. And Time Bomb. Now, you may notice I'm not wearing a watch today. Well, that's because my normal time tank. That's because we're going to unbox this. I'm going to try it on and give you guys some thoughts on the Time Bomb. And we also have 2 boxes here. The reason for that is I'm also going to share with you guys some of the differences. Now, this is an empty box here, and let's take a look at the SKU here, right? This is, I believe, for the polished with the blue dial, but you can see they've got the inscription here, they've got the SKU, and the barcode, right, for the Time Bomb, polished and blue dial. However, this particular box is for the one we're going to be unboxing today, the Canon Red. And look at this. It's a totally different sticker here on the box. You've got the SKU here and the barcode, right? What is it? 10-009. But you've got the diagram of the watch. It says Time Bomb. And I like these stickers a lot because they're color coded, right? So you already know what's in the box. You know this is red at a glance. The other one that just has the inscription, you really don't know. But this, you got the X-Metal casing, X-Metal titanium, and the Canon Red. By the way, this is actually supposedly the same X-Metal that they used for the glasses, so it's not specifically titanium, it's a titanium-based alloy, which was X-Metal, and it was the gray, or the dark gray casing. But, so that's the difference between, again, the 2 tags. And here, they didn't even have, right, this other tag. This one spills over from one side to the other. This is just a sticker there, and that's all you get. So very different. So they started to do that later on during the product life cycle. But let's open this up. And of course, this has been worn. So this is an unofficial unboxing. I don't want to tear the seal. I kind of like that. Keeps it kind of intact. Come on in. And if you guys remember, they all came with these reinforced vaults. I don't know if these are aluminum, but the reinforced metal vaults with the rivets to give it that industrialized look that matched the Oakley cases back in the day, which was super cool. And you got some paperwork in here too. What do we got in here? Warranty registration card. Is that what this is? Yeah, it's got some warranty information here. And what else is in there? Just some general paperwork. It's kind of stuck back in there now. Hang on. Wow, that really got stuck in there with this piece of square paper, or rectangular piece of paper. It's almost a square. Here we go. So this, for anybody who bothered to read it, has a bunch of information in different languages as well. We got that on there? It's captured well? Okay. But we'll put that back for now, because what's really important, of course, is the contents here, and we're about to get to that. I really like this. I really like that sticker on the side. I wish they would have continued using these and not switched to just the printed part, the barcode. So if you notice here, this, by the way, this is not completely square. It is actually rectangular. This part, I believe, is square, this side, but this side is rectangular, so it's not exactly a square, even though at first glance it appears to be. And look on here, I want to make sure we get this in focus. You can see here, it says inertial generator O engine. So this actually is fashioned after the mechanism that's inside the watch, right? The internal components. Oakley designed this completely in-house. They did not outsource any of this, which was pretty cool. And back in the day, this was one of the best, if not the best, component for an automatic watch. And then you can see Oakley time bomb right down here, world movement. It's down here, right where my finger is. So I really like these. This is probably the coolest presentation case for any Oakley watch, other than maybe the Full Metal Jacket, the FMJ. But this is really cool. It's small, but very impressive. Now, let's open this up. And there we go. We have a beautiful, bright, vibrant red hue, and it's accented with these little dots in there, or these little is it called perforations? I don't know. Of course, you got your date at 6 o'clock, the Oakley ellipse or the Oakley icon at 12 o'clock, and this hasn't been worn in I don't know how many years. I couldn't even tell you the last time that this was worn. It's been a while. Felt, right? Lined with felt on the inside and on the top, and this can be pulled out. You probably don't want to. There's no real reason to pull it out, but it can be pulled out. And then you got the little holder here. Check this out, guys. And something else I want to go over is the are the little plastic pieces here, and you can see they are actually starting to crack. I don't know what the official name for these plastic pieces are right here where my fingers are, but they basically help hold or stabilize the band or the bracelet to the main part of the watch here. And they crack over time. Unfortunately, Oakley used a really cheap plastic on this. If they would have used, I would say, the reformulated O-Meter of the early 2000s, these would probably still be intact. But they do crack. And there back inside, you can see through this little window, you can see they have the internal, that's the O engine, the one that they kind of fashioned on the top of the box. And then there's some inscription around there, along with a serial number. And where's the serial number? Ah, right down here by my thumb. Let's see if we can capture the serial number, because that should match the serial number on the box. Can you zoom in on that? Kind of hold it steady. I know it's hard. It's hard to do, guys, when we're this far out. But what's it say? What is it?
426.
Okay, 426, all right? So that's the serial number on there. I'm going to try this thing on. I actually reversed the clasp on the band. I prefer it to clip this way instead of the opposite way. And it has these little push buttons here, right, to open the clasp. Now I want to, let's see, wait. I want to see if this, yep, there it is, right? There's the same serial number, 426, matches the watch, which is cool. So this thing, I guess it's really not that heavy, but very comfortable. Now I got to wind it up. A lot of times back in the day, I had all the different colors, the Canon red, Canon yellow, the blue dial, of course, carbon fiber. We got, I think, 3 of them. And a lot of times I'd be doing this back in the day to get this thing running. Let's see if it goes here. And once it goes, you can see the second hand. Once you charge it up a little bit, the second hand should start moving. Is it moving?
Yeah.
Okay. How fast? Because sometimes the other thing is too, it will go at 2-second intervals. Hang on, let me charge this thing up here. Hang on. I'm going to set the phone down here on the stand, so bear with me, guys. Give me a second. All right. So the watch should go. Okay, it's going normally now. So the charge, the big thing about that O engine was back in the day, the charge would last for, I think, was it 48 hours or was it, I can't remember what the time was, but back in the day in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, the charge on this watch would last far longer than I believe any other automatic watch on the market. And again, Oakley designed all of this by themselves, which was pretty amazing for back in the day. So the technology at the time was light years ahead of the competition. But anyway, let us know what you guys think in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. Do not forget to hit that bell icon, and we will see you next time on Rare Oakleys.